So we're trying really hard to do several things because one, we know exactly like your brother's saying, we don't have a capacity in our hospitals and we don't have the equipment to keep our own caregivers, our own nurses and doctors safe and healthy. You know, we don't have the PPE, the masks and the gowns to keep people safe. So when we first started seeing this, we said, we've got to do something different. This is the 21st century. We don't have to treat this like we did the Spanish flu back in 1918. What can we do that's different? And so we're doing a few things. One is if you're worried about your symptoms, we actually have a symptom checker, a chatbot online that you can go in and see whether or not you maybe need help. If you triage out that you need help, well, you can click on it and do a virtual visit. And so we can actually have a caregiver and a patient, chat and see whether or not you need something more. If you need testing, we can then send you for drive-through testing. And if it seems like you have the symptoms consistent with the germ, because we don't get results back for a while now, it's like 3 to 4 day turnaround time, we'll actually send you home with an oxygen sensor and a thermometer and be able to monitor you from a bank of nurses watching monitors in your own home so that you don't have to be admitted to the hospital.
How many people can you watch?
Well, at the moment we're watching about 100 and we think we can do about 4,000.
4,000. And then if somebody gets into a place where they are severe enough to have to come in, now, what do you see this as? Help me understand how this can change the face of dealing with the flu.
Well, so with the flu, you probably wouldn't need it. But the thing that's a little bit different about COVID-19 is that pneumonia, that that you can be cooling along, just tooling along, doing okay, and then all of a sudden crash, get much worse. And the symptom of that is the increasing shortness of breath, particularly when you move around, and the way you can diagnose it. Just like, you often don't know you have high blood pressure unless you take your blood pressure. Some people don't realize their oxygen level's starting to fall unless they measure it. And so that oxygen sensor can start letting people know, like, we don't want you to fall off the cliff. We want you to come in when you're still like this, but we're seeing some signs of it going downhill.
Is the software adaptable to other states, or do you have a special system?
It is something that could be done anywhere.
All right.
So it's just really setting up the infrastructure to allow for it.
I'm going to spread the message. We're going to do it online. I know you've been doing some media, but we're going to magnify it. Dr. Amy Compton-Phillips, you are what we call an American. You are someone who is helping us figure out how to make it through. God bless and thank you for using your brain and your skills to help us get better.